Conditional faith.
What does it mean, conditional faith?
It means that it's for example, it's a sort of an example of Rabba, so I can use it. If I'll tell you, if you ask me, lend me $100, and I say, go ahead, no problem. You ask me, lend me 1,000, I say, okay, no problem. If you ask, lend me 10,000, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I can actually trust and have the belief beyond, because now what I see is that you need it, that you need it. And I can trust you to the degree that I know you, or I think I know you. So I can trust you up to 1,000. 10,000, I'm not sure I know you enough. Okay, so it depends on the degrees that the work is actually demanding from us. So it's increasing, and therefore we always get to the point that we need to rewrite, revalue the depth of our belief. We think that, well, it's a one decree, so it's a one statement or declaration. I believe it's not. It's a dynamic growth belief.
So how does the latter influence this, whether there's a partial or a complete faith?
But we need to remember that the few characteristics of the ladder. First, it has to stand in diagonal. It cannot be straight, because if it stands straight, I mean the way it leans on the wall. Now I'll sort of explain what I'm saying. If it's trusting, the fact that all my work actually is dedicated to rising or redeeming divinity, redeeming Shekhinah. This is why first it need to lean on the wall, because it's one of her names. Now, in terms of diagonal, first, if you check, and at least Rotem confirmed me, that in the brain, there's no straight connections between node to the others. They are always diagonal. Why? Because if actually we're speaking about straight, we speak about the same body. And we speak about up here and down here, if it's one line. If it's diagonal, we speak about two different systems, the head of two different systems, the head of the higher and the head of the lower. So if we have this connection, it means that we can actually, where the ladder being leaning in a diagonal attitude towards the wall, towards divinity, is actually connecting our thought or our importances with the importances or the lower state of importances of the higher. Okay? So this is one, it means that it's a connection, like in our brain, let's say, it's a web of connections. So we need to create, the web of connection can be created through a ladder, meaning now, what is the powers that actually are being activated within this, let's say, the sense of it. First, is to do with a revelation of our weaknesses. Yeah, the meekness, one can say. The one where we are penetrable, the places where we are penetrable, the places where we are vulnerable. Okay, so this is one thing, and then it has to do with the way that it's a measurement, and even in this, it's a device of measurement, and Rabash is actually quoting Zohar here, that actually we need to think about Sulam as a scale, weighing scale. Okay, so it's dynamic already, we see. So then we can understand why within the ladder we have this imagery of coming up and coming down, because it's a scale. Okay, it means so. There are many understandings of that, but it means that one of the measurements, two measurements there are. One measurement is awe, and the other one is faith. Yeah, and then it's sort of the awe is, you can say, it's the left side that is being impressed by the perception of the right. Yeah, because within awe there are three levels as well. There is the level of fearing punishment. It's already within, let's say, the perception that there is a judge. There is judgment and there is a judge. Okay, so something is actually measuring me. So it's within, let's say, a perception of that there is something that is looking at me and measuring the value of how I use my life to start with. So the first will be fear of punishment. If I will not comply, I will be punished. It's called, for example, in Hebrew, it's called fear of punishment. In Buddhism, it will be called karma. It's the fear of the outcome. Yeah. Now, the fear of the outcome with karma is as well covers the second level, which is looking for reward. So we're doing what we're doing because we're expecting reward. We're expecting that something will sort of keep us well, keep us healthy, keep our family, or keep our nation, or keep humanity, depends how we want. And we'll act in such a way that it will cause reward. This is second. Third, and the true one, is actually that the reward will be that I'm partner to the work of reformation. Why? Because I perceive that which I'm engaging with, meaning the Creator, as to be the only and the benevolent, actually, ruler of reality. So it means that one can say that we are sort of within this awe fear, we are growing into the right fear, which actually measure our attitude, help me to see that I'm working, let's say, from fear. And then this is my limitation. So I need to go above it. I need faith. So this is how awe or fear actually connects deeply into faith. But they are both sort of measurements that allow awe, let's say, the control or domination or, yeah, of the left or of the will to receive to oneself, to dominate reality, or let's say the ability to value bestowal. Okay, so it's sort of movement of within the scale of values of what I value. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is one thing to understand in relation to the ladder. But within the ladder, because I just explained the need to sort of balance, a balanced scale suggests that I found the middle way, meaning to hold both of them for the same purpose, which is the middle way. So I did not cancel them. I did not completely cancel the fear. And I did not completely cancel the reward, but I recruited them to be a fuel to achieve something else than self-benefit. Okay, so this is sort of the level that, let's say, within the journey of Yaakov, before he sort of crossed the line, because before he's crossing the line, he's moving from being Hebrew into being what will be in the future Jew. Because when Avraham is crossing into Israel, is becoming Avraham Ivri, the Hebrew Avraham. Now, Yaakov is going out, but he needs to actually see what is the purpose of him going out. And in the same portion, after 20 years, I think it's one of that we can measure the time in it, the process in it. It's about 20 years, 21, let's say, within entry, that actually it means it's the name of He'yeh, what I will become. This is 21, okay? So in numerical value. So it's a whole journey of becoming